grade task cards today. So first you need your work paper, which I know you already have, and we're gonna fold it into fourths, hot dog style, or hamburger, I always forget which one's which. Fold it again, and then again one more time. If it's too much and you need help, please ask the teacher. We will definitely help you. Once I open it up, just like other things that we folded before, we will trace the lines. If they're not perfect lines, it's okay. I'm more interested in your math. Yep, like even there's a wonky line I've got, so it doesn't matter. Turn it over. Trace the lines. Okay. Now, in your packet that you have with your group, you should have some task cards. There are also some directions for the task cards. The first one, after we make our work paper, you're gonna tell me how many rows. Well, you're gonna take a task card. I have task card number 1. So in my first box, I'm just gonna put number 1. And now I'm gonna say, how many rows do I have? How many rows do I have? 1, 2, because rows go side to side and our columns go up and down. So I have 1 row, 2 rows. So I'm going to write that down. 2 rows. Make sure you write rows so I know what you counted. You counted your 2 rows. My next question, how many columns? Remember that they go up and down. So I'm going to now count my columns. 1, 2, 3 columns. And I'm going to write down 3 columns. Okay, so far so good. Now, I need to write 2 equations. If I remember from looking at our chart, I can use the rows to help me and count just the rows, or I can count the columns. So, since I have to make 2, let me start with the rows. I have how many rows? 2, that's right. So that means there should be 2 addends in my equation. 2 addends in my equation. So I've got 3, actually I've got 1 addend and another addend to get to my total. Now, how many are in the first row? That's right, 3. How many are in the second row? Oh, 3 again. And then all together, I have 6. There's 1 equation. Now I have to write a second equation. And this time I'm going to use my columns. So if I'm going to see how many columns I have, and that's how many addends I'm going to need. So I've got 1 addend, plus another addend, plus a third addend. And what does that equal? So how many are in the first column? That's right, 2. So I'm going to write 2. How many are in the second column? Yep, 2 again. And my third column, 2 again. When I add them all up, I get 6. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give me 6. Just like 3 plus 3 will give me 6. Now my last question says, what is the total number of objects? I can just write that right underneath there. 6 bananas. Because I was counting banana. Oops. And if I spell bananas wrong, it's okay, as long as I get my number correct. So for every task card you pick out, make sure you tell me how many rows, how many columns, 1 equation, and a second equation. It might be tricky because you might see 1. I'm going to give you a quick preview. Array number 20. I only see 1 row, but I do see 3 columns. So you can still do the same strategy for adding your total number of objects for these notebooks. Make 2 equations. Make sure you tell me how many rows, how many columns, and your total number of objects. And try to get as many done as you can. I don't really want you to do a lot of them, but I want them to be done correctly. If you need to use our charts, use our charts. That's why they're here. All right, good luck. Have fun.